Welcome to the Pre-Snap Podcast presented by LineStar. Your top prop bets for Thursday Night Football's contest. Week 1 NFL action is finally here. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. We got some great prop bets for you. Plus, we've got touchdown calls. And, of course, we'll tell you which side we're kind of leaning in terms of if you guys are betting the sides or the over-under, for example. So let's get into this Thursday night showdown. The AFC Championship rematch between the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Last season, a bit of a disappointment for the Baltimore Ravens, who had a poor showing. Lamar Jackson and company just could not take down Kansas City Chiefs on their way to a second straight Super Bowl. So revenge on the mind of the Baltimore Ravens in this one. It's been 222 days since that AFC Championship game, Tyler. How pumped are you for this game?
I am just pumped we got NFL back. I mean, this game is going to be a very good one. It's great to start the season with such a marquee game, but I am pumped NFL is here, and I am so ready to be talking football.
Right, really no better contest to kick off NFL season than Patrick Mahomes going up against Lamar Jackson. Also kind of just an overall chess match between these two coaching staffs as well. So it'll be interesting to see how both squads shake out. A little bit different than they were last year. We've got some improvements to the offense for the Ravens, but same thing can be said for the Chiefs, who got themselves a nice speedy wide receiver. So when we get into these prop bets, we're going to be talking about a lot of those new things this season and what you can look for in this game. We'll give you our 3 prop bets that you can find Underdog Fantasy, CHALKBOARD, Sleeper, ParlayPlay. If you don't have those apps, download them. Use the promo code LineStar, though, so you'll get a deposit match. Plus, you'll also get 1 free month of the LineStar app, a tool that'll help you tremendously, not just in prop betting with our PropsAI tool, but also in your DFS as well. So make sure to check it out, LineStarApp.com. And again, that PropsAI tool that's been helping us in MLB season. Now we can take it to NFL season. Week 1, we're starting things off with LineStar's pick, and then Tyler and I will give our picks for this Thursday night game. First pick is going to be LineStar's PropsAI pick, and LineStar going with Derrick Henry over on 65.5 rushing yards. Can't argue with King Henry here. LineStar's projection 75 rushing yards, and he's been over 9 of 17 last year. Granted, it was with a different team, the Titans. He was averaging 68.6 per game. But now he gets an even better offensive line and less competition for targets. Remember, Keaton Mitchell's on the pup, and you've got no J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards. Remember, they're now with the Chargers. So it's King Henry's show. And last year, the Kansas City defense gave up the 4th fewest passing yards. Great defense, but they were kind of middle of the road in terms of rush yards allowed. In fact, they were 15th in yards per game allowed to the running back. That's something that we had thought they would exploit in the AFC Championship game, but just 6 carries in that game for the Baltimore Ravens, something I think they learned their lesson. They're going to change starting week 1 here tonight. I think Todd Monken learned his lesson. Hey, they brought in King Henry for a reason. They're going to give him the ball. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I think King Henry is going to get the ball a lot, and I love the spot. I think 65.5 for him is just way too low, especially in a game where it's likely going to be close coming into the 4th quarter. I could see the Baltimore Ravens in blowouts kind of eat up on the use of Henry. I just don't think that's going to be the case in this game in week 1. Henry's new with the team. I think they're going to want to give him the ball and see what their new toy can do.
And when you look at kind of the overall game plan, you have to think they're going to try to run the ball a lot just to keep the ball out of the hands of Patrick Mahomes. So that could be the direction that the Baltimore Ravens go. And if they do, why not give it to King Henry? He can get it done on the ground, and as can Lamar Jackson too. But I like the spot here for Derrick Henry to go over 65.5 rushing yards. So I totally agree with LineStar's spot here. Now it's time for you and I, Tyler, to pick our best bets of the night. What do you got?
All right. I really like my bet, but I don't think anybody would guess it. I am going to go with Justin Watson over 14.5 receiving yards at minus 115. Our LineStar projections 23.2. Consensus is 16.6. There's no Hollywood Brown, and Xavier Worthy is in his first NFL game as a rookie. Andy Reid typically brings on rookie wide receivers very, very slowly. Rashee Rice had an amazing season last year, but only played 31% of the snaps week 1. Sky Moore, the year before, was a rookie, played 19% of the snaps. These guys were high-end draft picks, just like Worthy. I don't expect Worthy to jump in and play 60+% of the snaps without Hollywood Brown, and with Worthy playing, more modest amount of snaps. I think Justin Watson is in a great spot to go over 14.5. Now, if you look at last year, he wasn't even playing that much, but at the end of the season, he was playing more than Sky Moore and averaged for his career 15.9 yards per reception. He was over in 13 of 19 games last year. Now we're in a situation where I expect him to play 50 to 60% of snaps week 1. And I think 14.5 is just way too low if he's on the field that much.
Well, I see your spot with Justin Watson there, but I'm going to take a shot on the rookie. I see your logic there. I get what you're saying with Andy Reid. He does like to kind of ease rookies into things, but I'm just going to take a shot here on one of the fastest wide receivers, frankly, we've ever seen. Over 45.5 receiving yards. LineStar's projection is 55.2. I think maybe the Chiefs will want to get Worthy going early, especially you mentioned Hollywood Brown out for this one. Baltimore's defense does have some question marks with the departure of their defensive coordinator, Mike McDonald. Remember, he's now the head coach of the Seahawks. They also lost a lot of defensive guys like Patrick Queen, Jadeveon Clowney. So I think we will see Andy Reid try to exploit some of those weaknesses on Baltimore's defense. Rice is also a first rounder. I do think this is a risky play, though. It's kind of make or break on a couple deep balls. This is the deep ball threat. This is a guy who ran a record-breaking 4.21 at the combine, the fastest man in the NFL. And the last time the Chiefs had a pretty speedy wide receiver, he didn't do too bad with Patrick Mahomes either. Tyreek Hill had himself a nice career with the Chiefs. This could be I'm not saying he's going to be Tyreek Hill, but he's pretty fast. So I think he could beat out some of those Baltimore Ravens secondary to get a nice deep shot for Patrick Mahomes and get him going early. What do you think?
I love Xavier Worthy as a talent. I do worry how much he's going to be on the field week 1. Really, the first half of the season, I worry. It does help that Hollywood Brown is out. I expect Watson to probably run as the wide receiver 2, maybe Mecole Hardman a little bit. But Worthy is going to be on the field. And I would not be surprised that when he is, they're calling some stuff, specifically for him. And I mean, that amount of speed with Mahomes, it only takes one ball to go over. And it really can definitely happen. But I definitely prefer Watson. But that's why it's my pick, and you got yours.
Exactly. And you guys can make your own informed decisions. But yeah, I do agree that it is a bit of a make or break. I think there will be a couple deep ball shots that they take down the field to Xavier Worthy. Whether he can live up to the hype of the first game, that's the risk that you take with taking a rookie on week 1 of NFL props. But here we are.
And, both of them could. Both of them could work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Watson could end up playing only 40% of snaps, but he gets one reception for 16 yards while Worthy goes for 60 or something. There's many paths. I just think that Watson line is way too low.
Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments of our picks for today. If you have any locks, make sure to drop them in the comments. If you can do us a huge favor right now, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, and you're automatically entered into our prop bets contest. If we go 3 for 3 on our picks, how about we give out $50 to a randomly selected commenter, and we'll announce that on the next show. So got to be in it to win it. We need your comments below. Plus, you also have to like this video as well, and you're automatically entered into our contest. It also helps out our YouTube algorithm. So you're doing us a service and also doing yourself a service. Hopefully we can go 3 for 3 and give out some money, set off this money gun that we have here in the studio, and that Tyler has one as well. So we're ready to go for this NFL season. Now it's time for touchdown calls of the game. Tyler, where are you headed for your first touchdown call of the 2024 season?
I'm going to go with Rashee Rice plus 165 for a touchdown. I just think this pricing is absolutely wrong for him. KC loves to throw in the end zone, and over the last 8 weeks of last season, he had 12 red zone targets, which led the Chiefs. Travis Kelce only had 8. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce's plus 105. So Sportsbooks has Travis Kelce as the favorite, even though Rice got way more red zone looks towards the end of the year. And I think Rice is going to get it in week 1. Let's go. Let's get on the touchdown board.
All right, let's get it, Rice. For my pick, I am going to none other than the Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews plus 170 for a touchdown. This is Lamar Jackson's favorite target. He is back. He is healthy, and I think he's going to get the ball in the end zone. 6 touchdowns last season in the 10 games that he played in the regular season. 6'5", 250. He's got that tight end build that is tough. He had just 2 receptions in the AFC Championship game. I think that was a mistake that they learned from. They got to get him more involved in the passing game in this one. This is an athletic, great pass catcher, and just amazing chemistry with Lamar Jackson. I think Mark Andrews gets a touchdown for the Ravens in this one. And at that price tag at plus 150 for one of Lamar Jackson's favorite targets, I like the price tag and the value that we're getting with that as well. Tyler, what do you think of my 6'5", 250-pound tight end touchdown call to start things off?
I mean, he's a beast in the end zone, especially with Lamar under center there. So you can't go wrong with a plus 170 TD call.
I wanted to go Derrick Henry, but I feel like the value just really wasn't there for that one. So
yeah, I mean, he was minus money.
Not great. Yeah. So, for those touchdown calls, I like to see if we can try to get some value on such an, kind of a bit of an unpredictable outcome in football. So next up, though, we're talking betting the sides in this one. This is a tough one to handicap. Right now, the Baltimore Ravens are 3-point underdogs. Tyler, which way do you lean in this one?
I'm going to take 3, go Baltimore Ravens. I've actually considered about laying the plus 130 for the Baltimore money line as well.
Oh, I don't hate your logic there. It is hard for me to go against the Chiefs, though, at Arrowhead. But you know what? And I actually wrote down Chiefs on my notes, but I'm actually going to go the other way with this one. Now that I've been just talking about Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson's getting his favorite target back. They're healthy. He's got Zay Flowers. He's now got Derrick Henry, a beast, an absolute just truck of a guy who's going to run over some of those Chiefs defenders. And the Chiefs defenders are missing a couple pieces, so it'll be interesting to see how Steve Spagnuolo is going. I mean, they have a great defense. There's no arguing that. But I think the Baltimore Ravens are out for some revenge in this one, so I don't mind, taking the road underdogs in this one. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Lamar Jackson, the MVP, and the Ravens in this one. I changed my mind right on the spot there. All right, so those are our picks. The over-under, the game total right now, 46, some places 46.5. Are you going over or under?
I'm going to go under on that. I think while both offenses are kind of electric and KC got some new tools, what we saw last year of KC, and I expect for this game, they pretty much have the same offense as last year. I don't expect Worthy to play a lot. So with that, they weren't a high-scoring offense last year. I don't expect them to be week 1 either, especially against a decent defense. No Baltimore can put up points, but they're going to try and play slow and keep this game close.
Yeah, I agree with the game plan for Baltimore. Kind of try to slow things down a little bit, keep it on the ground, keep it away from Patrick Mahomes in this one. Also, unders were 11-6 last season on Thursday Night Football. And the game last time that these two teams faced each other in the AFC Championship games, it was just a point total of 27. It was a very low-scoring affair. The defenses were just kind of dominating in this one, and it just kind of came down to a couple offensive plays here and there. So, yeah, I like the under as well in this one, especially given the fact that that was kind of the trend with Thursday Night Football, what we saw last year. So I think that's kind of maybe how things will start. Also, you got both squads probably shaking off some jitters heading into week 1. But, hey, this will be a good game either way. Looking forward to finally getting back to some football. Again, if you haven't already, do us a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. We've got tons of football content coming your way, including Tyler's DFS breakdowns as well. We'll also be breaking down Friday night's game in Brazil. That'll be a good one. And make sure to tune into our weekly Underdog Fantasy Pick'em show. Plus, we'll also have weekly props for you guys. Just tons of content. So make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the LineStar YouTube channel. And again, let us know your locks. We're all here to help each other beat the books. Let's go win some money. Good luck out there, guys. See you next time.